Game 7 in the first round. Carolina won 11 more games than us in the regular season, yet here we are, going to a 7th game. Carolina might not wait until the conference finals to choke this time out, as Gavin Brindley leading this series with 7 points. You look at the rest of the playoffs. The West is already set. Vancouver, Vegas, Winnipeg, and Nashville. The East is also awaiting the result of this series as Florida, Buffalo, and the New York Rangers have moved on. One more game. One more game. I don't know if I can talk to the coach about anything specifically. I really can't. Can I go over your coaching strategy as a whole? Now it's not the right time to do it, to be honest. We're fine. Will it be a second round matchup or will it be the off season? Let's find out. Game 7 in Carolina. Final game of the first round. Cleveland might have been bounced or maybe lost that last game. Time will tell. First period. Wow, the Monsters did get bounced in the first round. They won almost 60 games. Jesus. Chat called it. First period of Game 7. 1-0 Hurricanes, William Carrier. Second period. It was a good run, chat. It was a damn good run. Sebastian Aho and Jacob Slavin. 3-0 Carolina. The Blue Jackets put the fear into Carolina. But we're not there yet. I had a feeling that was going to be the outcome. I think I said 5-0. We're down 4-0. There it is. I should have said a 5-0 win because I was right. Holy shit, I nailed it. I was joking when I said we were going to lose 5-0. But we did. Game 7, all Carolina, and the Hurricanes will move on. Jesus. Well, there it is. Carolina stepped up when they needed to. Freddie Anderson finally stepped up in the playoffs when he needed to. Our season comes to an end, unfortunately, as we were, we were close. But I had a hunch that we weren't quite going to be good enough. Unfortunately, it comes after our AHL team also managed to absolutely choke, losing in a decisive Game 5 to the Laval Rocket. Harsh. Very, very harsh. But again, a lot to be happy about with our team this year. They stepped up in such a big time way. Shout out to Gavin Brindley, who was awesome. I mean, really, look at only one goal from Marchenko, Del Belbaluz. They fell off a bit. Frondell, we couldn't really rely on him. Cole Sillinger didn't do much. We just didn't quite have the same goal-scoring threat that we looked to have had in the regular season. Bouchard defensively was pretty rough, as was Werenski. All in all, they were just a better team. They were just a better team. We're not quite there yet. That was to be expected. But a very, very promising season for us in Columbus as we get a new conversation here with our head coach, Trenton Schwarz. We failed to execute. Our season's over. It's okay, Trenton. That's okay. We'll get him next year, buddy. We'll get him next year. As the second round is confirmed, Vegas, Vancouver, Winnipeg, Nashville, Buffalo, Florida, New York, and Carolina. But we'll see how it all plays out and who's going to win the cup in Season 2. You can It was Nashville winning the Stanley Cup in season 1. Oh, making the playoffs is huge for us because it meant we didn't give up a lottery pick to Edmonton for Bouchard. Absolutely huge. Let's see. 2025-26 Stanley Cup champions. The New York Rangers. Back on top of the mountain as the Lehigh Valley Phantoms take home the Calder Cup. So, of course, we'll take a look at the Rangers roster and how that all played out. But Caden Lindstrom, goal for the year was the Calder. Did you, in fact, win it? Yes, he did. So, Caden Lindstrom will get a +3 to poise and a +2 to speed for winning the Calder. Way to go, Caden. Way to go. Of course, we had some other guys that we set that same goal for. We'll see if they're upset. Doesn't look like it. We can just be happy for Caden Lindstrom, and we'll get the lottery results. Actually, the St. Louis Blues have the #1 overall pick as Seattle gets screwed again. 2 years in a row. Seattle gets absolutely boned. I'm trying like hell to stop the sim. I can't get it in time. Retired players this year. Brent Burns is gone. For forwards, Sam Gagner, Patrick Maroon, Matt Martin, Nick Dowd, Magnus Pajärvi. Burns is gone. Mark Pysyk. Portland Pirates legend David Rundblad. And in goal, Jonas Enroth, another Portland Pirate. Love to see it. Troy Grosnick. Brent Burns has become a head coach. Kevin Gravel, Matt Martin become scouts. We're just going to end up at the draft before I can take a look at anything stat-wise. Yeah, that's just going to happen. All right, we'll be careful of that button in the future. But again, the Rangers have won the Stanley Cup. They beat the Vancouver Canucks. Have you heard that one before? All New York conference final, by the way. There you go. The Rangers over the Canucks in the Stanley Cup final. And for the Calder Cup, it was Lehigh Valley over Bakersfield via sweep. Hopefully we'll still be able to see the player stats for the Rangers. Well, Artemi Panarin had a hell of a run. I imagine he's the Conn Smythe winner. If not, it's likely Adam Fox. Damn. I mean, all the core players pretty much still there. They added Jason Zucker, Nick Bjugstad, Sam Bolduc. And in goal, Shesterkin. Yeah. Very, very good run for Shesterkin. In terms of the award winners, of course, we know it is now the Preds and Rangers to win the first 2 cups. And again, yeah, Tampa did get knocked out in round #1. I kind of undersold that. I apologize. Connor McDavid is your Art Ross winner, as well as your Hart winner. Adam Fox wins the Norris, while Kucherov won the Bing. Your Calder winner, Caden Lindstrom. Your Conn Smythe winner, Artemi Panarin, while the Vezina goes to Andrei Vasilevsky. Jennings Shesterkin, Masterton to Siegenthaler. Anaheim's coach won the Jack Adams. Crosby wins another Selke. Ted Lindsay Award, the Draisaitl, and the Rocket Richard to Nikita Kucherov. In the AHL, Edward Sale was the top point getter for Coachella Valley, while league MVP was Rasmus Asplund in Manitoba. Top goal scorer, Aiden McDonough, back-to-back years. He's a hell of an AHLer. Top rookie was Sale as well. Not bad. Your top defenseman, Ryan Murray. Okay. And your top goaltender, the Bussy. Brandon Bussy, driving the Bussy. Way to go. Ryan Poehling, MVP of the Calder Cup winning Lehigh Valley Phantoms. So there you go. There you go. In terms of, before we get to this draft, the progress reports, and then hopefully I can still have the offseason discussions with players. Please, God, tell me I didn't miss that. Big developments for Lindstrom. Ooh, Caden Lindstrom. Big tipper. Now a legitimate second liner. Let's go, dude. He jumps to an 87 high elites And Silver Big Tipper. +8 to poise. +4 to defensive awareness. +6 to speed. Lindstrom's here. He has arrived. No doubt about that. Kent Johnson developed It's Tricky as well. Silver Tricky. Sean Monahan developed Silver Big Tipper. And I believe Werenski with Third Eye and Shutdown. Those are new as well. Anything else? Marchenko, of course, with Schneip. Nothing new for Gavin Brindley. Sillinger looks like he's lost his quick draw. Nothing new for Svozil or Strondell. I mean, Frondell did. He and Brindley, did both develop decently. Jordan DeMay, big season for him from a development standpoint. Not much going on for Jackson Blake. And in the system, Del Bell Belouz. Big time improvement. Jet Greaves, pretty decent improvement as well. Nazco, some improvement. Not much going on for Matt Savoie. Hunter McCown got a bit better. Not much for Gunler. Josh Fillman improved a bit. Oiva Keskinen, decent improvement. Gabriel Daggs up to a 74 already. Vero improved a bit, but we're not worried about him long term. Shout out to Melker Thielen. He actually got a lot better. Fair enough. Ravensbergen improves a bit. Gabriel Frasca improves a bit. I don't think we'll be signing him, though. So fair enough. So that gives us the option, then, for some of these off-season conversations before we get into the drafts. And for Elvis, I mean, we're not going to have too much to talk about. We're not going to have him waive the clause or anything. But I think, again, have him work on his reflexes. That'll be the best way to go about it. Try to get that rating up even further. Hellberg won't be sticking around. And then Jet Greaves. Same thing. We need those reflexes to go up.
I'm just trying to walk through this.
See what we can do with him. Shout out to Strauss. Could be Strauss. Yes, I'm not sure. Thank you for the follow, though. Welcome in. All right, so let's get Jet Greaves to hopefully develop a little bit more. Like 25 so far. So far, not bad. Haven't played a ton gameplay-wise, but I've seen a lot of positives that people have mentioned. So far, so good. Shockingly. Melker, same thing, buddy. Work on those reflexes. Prioritize those reflexes, if you would. And all my goalies doing yoga. And then Nolan Lalonde, is your deal up? No, he's still got an extra year. Wait for 4th of October, got the pre-order. Honestly, that's fair because there is typically a day one patch. We'll see if that ages well. But typically there is a day one patch where they add some of the other stuff in that they might not have been able to add in. So first NHL I bought since 15. Damn. Even the hype surrounding last year's game wasn't enough to get you, but this one was, huh? Zach Werenski. Currently listed as a two-way. Totally fair, right? Totally fair. You can make some argument for an OFD, but he does have that really well-rounded nature to him. What do we want Zach Werenski to be working on? I guess his shot accuracy is probably like the weakest thing for him. Everything else isn't that bad. If we can get Zach Werenski to work on his shooting, because we don't have to have him switch anything else. So in the off season, I mean, adaptability wouldn't be the worst to get him to move to, well, he's already on the left, isn't he? So let's see if we can get him to work on that shooting accuracy, since he does have decent power. But yeah, let's have him work on that shot a little bit this summer. So Elvis is still our goalie, yes. Indeed, indeed. Evan Bouchard. I don't know what the hell to have Evan work on this year. You could argue his skating. I mean, you could say shoot more. He was shooting plenty, but wasn't really able to find the back of the net. What do we want to have Evan work on? Shot accuracy, apparently. I mean, again, he just could not find the back of the net last year. I mean, honestly, just telling him to shoot more because he does have all the boost to shooting is probably for the best. It's that or to improve his skating a little bit more. How many shots did he have? He had over 200 shots. The accuracy was terrible. You know, Evan, I got to be honest here. Ah, Latvian, huh? Name makes sense now. I think Shaw's going to be really good. Dude, it was really cool to see Latvia have like success on a national stage, and then, especially with Shilovs. I mean, he does look pretty good. All right, let's have. I guess offensive would include skating. It does. All right, so let's have Evan Bouchard try to take that next step up in terms of his skating ability. David Yarosek. David Yarosek. Still listed as a two-way, which is totally fair. Like, he's not bad offensively. All that's good. In terms of what we'd want him to work on, I mean, the shot accuracy, the discipline, or honestly, the skating. Honestly, the skating. Like, we don't need a position type change. Smaller than an average U.S. city. Yeah, honestly, maybe the skating. I mean, the discipline's not great, but how many penalty minutes? 36? I mean, it's not that bad. Yeah, see if we can get him to improve his skating a little bit this offseason. Because I don't think we really need him to change anything in terms of adaptability, right? Like, that's what we're going to have to work on if we know that we want somebody to change in terms of player type or something like that. We're going to want them to work on their adaptability. But we know we're not going to change anything about him, so let's go with the skating again. Possible +2 to skating attributes. That would help quite a bit. Damon Severson. How much time does he have left on his contract? Quite a bit. Quite a bit. He's listed as a two-way, which again is totally fair. I mean, his hand-eye, his deking could certainly improve. His shot accuracy, his skating's not terrible. Honestly, hand-eye and deking could be decent. If we have you work on your offensive skill training with puck skills. Let's see if he can improve in that regard, which is nice. Stanislav Svozil. Currently a two-way, which I gotta be honest, I still think DFD might be for the best. His puck skills aren't great. Like his O awareness. We're gonna have him work on his adaptability because we are gonna need him to be a defenseman, and if he's not, he might be on the way out. Just because we need him to take that step up. So let's have him work on his adaptability, and hopefully we'll be able to turn him into a defenseman later on in the summer. Andrew Peak, he's going to be gone at the end of the year. Denton Matejchuk, last we knew, was still listed as an OFD. I'm still leaning two-way because that shot accuracy is pretty bad. Still leaning two-way for him. If he's going to have success long-term, he needs to be willing to switch his play style. Because as an OFD, it's just not going to happen. So it looked like his adaptability was already high up there, but let's see if we can max it out. Delgaizo's going to be leaving at the end of the year. Nazco. Listed as a two-way, which is fair. In terms of what he should work on, everything. Everything. I mean, he does have a hell of a shot if he could just get some accuracy on it. Defensive awareness wouldn't be the worst either. But let's see if we can get him to work on that shooting accuracy. I can't do accuracy specifically, but just shooting abilities. We'll see if he can improve and actually be able to make more of that shot that he has. Krawl's going to go. Carrick, Wotherspoon. Corson Coolmans is just not going to make it, is he? And EA did him kind of dirty as it is. Again, best thing he has going for him is the physicality. If he is not willing to change to a defensive defenseman in the future, he's got no hope. He's got no hope. So we'll see if we can get him to be a little bit more willing. Isaac Beliveau, pretty similar situation for him. He's listed as a two-way, which... Jesus. I mean, he is just not that great. He is just not that great. I think same thing for Beliveau. Like, man, unless you're willing to move to DFD and maybe be like a third pair guy, it's not looking too good for you. But we'll see what's up. Emil Viro, we were going to drop, and then we cannot talk to the likes of Charlie Elick and company. At least not yet. We're not going to burn the year of their ELC. So that brings us to right wing side, Kirill Marchenko, who again did take that step up as a sniper. How many shots did he have this year? 270. That's not bad. God, he's listed as a third line scoring forward though. We need him to improve that shot category. He's got to work on it. Straws, dude, there's people in here from all over the place. It's quite crazy, to be honest. All right, offensive for Marchenko. Let's get that shooting ability up there. Try to make him even more of a sniper. It's kind of been a project for us. Oshie's going to be leaving. I'm shocked he didn't retire. Gavin Brindley. Set up as a playmaker. That's still for the best. Honestly, he's a great skater already, so we're talking about offensive awareness or passing. Depending on what we can do for him. Offensive skills, and you, yes, am American. From the lovely state of Maine. So skills training, I would imagine, would increase passing. So, you know, we will do awareness to try and improve offensive awareness for Gavin Brindley. God bless the USA. That's one way to put it. Jordan DeMay. Listed as a sniper. Dude, he might be a better playmaker. The passing is better. Oh, dude, look at him. 16 goals, 55 assists. This guy's a playmaker. We need to make sure that he is willing to switch to be a playmaker. But that also means that he is directly competing with Gavin Brindley for that spot. So we'll just try to do him a favor by getting him to be a playmaker. And then Jackson Blake, listed as a playmaker. That is not totally ideal for him. 21 goals. I mean, if we could get him to switch to a sniper, he might have a better chance. So let's make sure he's a little bit more malleable here to what we need him to be. And get him to focus on that adaptability. That works for me. If we look in the system, Puljujarvi's gone. Hunter McCown. Of course, we wanted him to be a grinder, and he has gotten better in that regard. Best thing for him now at this stage is to probably improve either the physicality even further, the skating, or the defense. I would argue the skating is probably that much more important. But I do want to check if we hit defense. Physicality. Or that two-way game. And the physicality is not bad as it is, but yeah, let's improve that skating, buddy. Let's improve the skating for Hunter McCown. I love that you can do this. I love it. Is it time consuming? Yes, but this is awesome. Noel Gunler, we said we wanted you to be a grinder. This is your last chance, buddy. Your last chance. We'll work on adaptability. If he's willing to switch to a grinder, he has a future here. If he's not, he's out. Cam Butler. Who's the best NHL player? Charlie McAvoy. Let's see. So Butler as a grinder, also looking pretty good. I like that McCown agreed he need to get better at skating, right? Dude, that's because he's our guy. Best defender, best offensive player, best goalie. Connor McDavid, Roman Josi. Igor Shesterkin. Probably my choices. Cam, same thing from you, buddy. We need you to improve your skating. You can hit people, which we love, but we need you to be able to get into position to hit said people. Because you do a great job of hitting them once you're there. Yossi over Makar. I'm trying to appeal to the European. I know he's Latvian and not Swiss, but I'm trying to appeal to the European. I would probably pick Kel Makar. I needed to throw some controversial one out there, you know? Caden Lindstrom. '91 defensive awareness. God damn. What do we do for Caden Lindstrom? Like, I guess first and foremost, do we want him to be a power forward long term? Like, his aggression and body checking is fine. It's not amazing. Offensive awareness is stellar. Honestly, maybe the shooting. Yeah, training up the physical because he's already a great skater. Selke winner of face-offs go up. That's fair. The problem is we were trying to have him be more of a winger because of what was going on with Fantilli. There's a lot of options for Caden Lindstrom. Like, the funny thing is, two-way would make sense to train him up in that regard. Right? Because his shot's not elite. His passing's not elite. But if we were to train him up to be, I mean, basically a huge version of Bergeron or Kopitar, you know? Like, he's super well-rounded with great skating, great defensive awareness. But we could also focus on his offense because he did put up 51 points as a rookie. That's tough. Yeah, we really could train him up, though, as a stellar two-way. What does his adaptability look like? Let's work on that. Let's work on the adaptability because it's obvious he's going to be changing in some ways. Frondell listed as a two-way, totally fair. Totally fair to see him as a two-way. Passing, skating could up the physicality a little bit. I'm not that opposed to him not having great physicality. I mean, probably have him work on the shooting of the passing. Or maybe just, again, the skating and develop everything else later on. Let's go for the skating for Frondell. Are we sure Frondell shouldn't be an enforcer? You know, I'm still thinking about it. Jeannot is going to go. McDonough's going to go. Kivy's going to go for now. What about Philman? Is not a two-way. Not in the... Jesus, what the... Okay, what are these attributes? Look at this. Look at this. Great passing, but terrible offensive awareness. Decent shot. Okay physicality and skating. Bad defense. I mean, power forward? He's a little bit undersized for a power forward, but, like, he's got the passing, he's got the shooting, he's got some decent physicality and skating. Like, I'm leaning, like, power forward for Josh Philman. That offensive awareness has to be the focus, though. Has to be. Playmaker is a decent shout. At the very least, offensive awareness has to be the focus, even over his adaptability. That is the weakest part of his game. So let's hope that he can improve in that regard. Undersized is the guy who said Yamamoto's power forward a few years ago. Hey! It's not just checking, right? And then for centers, Kent Johnson. Legitimate first liner now. He's listed as a playmaker. 27 goals, though. Doesn't have the physicality to be a power forward. I mean, playmaker's fine. Especially because we got some snipers around him. So in terms of what we want Kent to work on, defense, right? Like offensively, he's already pretty solid. If he can up that defensive ability a little bit as a number one center, make him that much more well-rounded. Ooh, face-offs were there. Nope, that's the one. Off-season face-off percentage. Yep. Get better at face-offs, Kent. Even over defense, get better at face-offs. That is incredibly important. Incredibly important. Sean Monahan, who is showing up as an 88 right now. Jesus Christ. Okay. I mean, listed as a two-way, which is totally fair. What the hell do we have Sean Monahan work on? 22 goals, 45 assists. What the hell do we have Sean Monahan work on? Holy hell. He's awesome. Offensive, defensive awareness, maybe the physicality. Tell him to shoot more. How much did he shoot the puck this past year? 153 shots? Could tell him to shoot a little bit more. Wow. Interesting situation for Sean Monahan, but I like it. Our captain. Tell him to enjoy his summer, right? He fucking deserves it, man. He deserves it. I mean, Aussie, that's what happens, baby. Those late night hours. Adam Fantilli. What is your future, buddy? Because if we have Kent Johnson and Sean Monahan as 1-2, left wing is Lynch. We might have to move Fantilli to the left wing full time. We might have to. I mean, his face-offs aren't bad. He's listed as a power forward. Good skater, decent physicality, decent shot. Like, he's really well-rounded. Fantilli to defense, right? Kent to left wing. Could happen. I can't do that at the moment. Just because there's a decent chance we're going to have to move Fantilli or somebody, let's have him work on the adaptability. Yeah, let's get that higher in case we have to move him. In case we got to move him around. Cole Sillinger. Down to depth forward for Cole. I don't know if he's going to make it, man. He's listed as a two-way, which is totally fair. Clearly face-offs. You know, in case we do keep him around as a fourth-line center. Just improve face-off-wise, but there wasn't anything to change, like, positionally or player-type-wise. Fedor Svechkov. Listed as a two-way, which is totally fair. Has good shot power, but not very good accuracy. Face-offs as well for him as someone who might be able to play center. Face-offs as well, my man. Yeah, there's still going to be some players that might end up moving around. We'll see. post-draft. And in the system, holy shit. Luca Del Bel Blues. Eichel, what's going on, man? How you been? Listed as a sniper, which, yeah. we definitely need to set him up to improve that shooting category. We could hit shoot more, but this guy's got something. We're going to have him work on his shooting category in general. He's got something. He was outstanding for us this season. Add 2 inches to Wiener. Dude, he could have a micro peen. I wouldn't care. He's still my second line left wing. Let's fucking go. Ponomarev. I don't know if you're going to be anything here. Playmaker is best for him. As a center, though, he's shit at face-off, so we need to set him up to be able to move to left wing. And if he's not willing to move to left wing, there's no way he's going to be here long term. There's no way. So we'll see if he's willing to adapt a little bit. Matt Savoie. Listed as a playmaker, which is fair. I mean, he definitely passes more than he shoots, but attribute-wise, man, I don't know. Yeah, maybe just try to improve the face-offs. Skate, I mean, he needs to improve in a lot of ways. He does need to improve in a lot of ways. I like new. I'm liking it, man. I'm liking it. There's a lot that Savoie needs to improve at to be what we're hoping he's going to be. Maybe the Oilers did the right thing. We will go for the skating improvement, but yeah, maybe the Oilers did the right thing. Oiva Keskinen. Listed as a 2-way, which is totally fair. Terrible, suboptimal face-offs. What's his adaptability? Just in case we decide to move him to the wing. Just in case, because a +2 to the face-off still won't make him that great at center. James Malatesta. This guy's supposed to be a playmaker, huh? Dude, like grinder. Like physicality is his best trait. Yikes. I don't know if he's going to be anything long-term. Adaptability from Malatesta. We'll see if we can turn him into anything, but it's not looking great. Luca Pinelli, listed as a playmaker. Honestly, I'd probably rather turn him into a sniper. He's got good shot power. He just doesn't have the accuracy. So, same thing for him. Adaptability. We'll try to turn him into a sniper in the future. And if he's not willing to do that, then he's gone. Max McHugh, I mean, you're probably not going to be anything long-term. He's listed as a 2-way. Let's be honest. I mean, shooting is his best category. So, we'll see if he's willing to become a sniper long-term. And if not, then, I mean, let's be honest, he's a long shot to make it anyway. And that's that before we head into the draft. So I do think the boys are in a decent little spot for off-season development. That will bring us to the year 2 draft. Again, we do not have a first-round pick this year. It belongs to Edmonton because we successfully offer-sheeted Evan Bouchard. The first overall pick belongs to the St. Louis Blues. Really quickly, first pick, 41st. We do have 3 second-rounders and a shitload of third-rounders, so we should be able to do some damage here in this draft. Goalie-wise, nobody to worry about dealing. Defenseman, I still don't think there's going to be anybody to worry about, at least immediately. Yeah. Okay. So if there's someone willing to trade in the first round, like New Jersey or Colorado, we can explore those options, hopefully involving our second round picks. So Colorado. Nope. I see Del Bel Blues at the top. No shot. All right. We're not trading with Colorado. What about the other half of the 2001 Stanley Cup Final? The New Jersey Devils. Are they willing to make a deal for that pick? Marchenko, Sillinger. That is tempting. Sillinger and Nazco are just kind of there. We've worked really hard, though, over this past season and a half to turn Marchenko into something. They will update the rosters, yeah. I don't know which one will eventually be the top-notch version of the rosters, but yeah, they are going to work on it. 8th overall, we are potentially looking at Ryan Rubrek. Or Rubrowick, whatever it may be. I mean, if we can turn Marchenko into somebody like that, or Joe Aginla, Dave Elliott, Mathis Preston. Damn. Eichel, yeah, I always do wait until they fix the CHL. And Rubrowick's not a bad shout. St. Louis, 1st overall, take Gavin McKenna. That is an amazing pick for them, obviously. If we were to move Marchenko, right wing side, Brindley, DeMay. Ugh. Marchenko's a tough guy to lose at this stage, especially if we want to try to make the playoffs again next year. Especially because he's a sniper, whereas Brindley and DeMay are both playmakers, or at least we need DeMay to be a playmaker. So I don't know if I can do it. If they aren't willing to trade, you got Ottawa at 12 and then Edmonton at 17, which was our pick. What is Ottawa willing to do to give up that pick? 12th overall. Brindley, Matejchuk, Svechkov. Marchenko, Sillinger. Damn it. Edmonton. Yeah, it's not looking like we're going to be trading up into the first round this year. Let's see, we got Winnipeg at 18. Florida at 20. Carolina, Toronto, Dallas, Edmonton again, Tampa, Buffalo, and New York. Okay. Let's just see. Winnipeg. The 18th overall pick. Not willing to pay those prices. Florida. 20th overall. I don't think we're trading up this year, man. Teams are looking for more than I am willing to give up. Yeah, Matejchuk in a 3rd. I'm not interested in that either. Toronto. Not giving up Del Belbelouz. No shot. Dallas. Nope. Okay. Well, that's pretty much it then. I think we've made up our mind. We're not going to be trading up into the first round. So pick 41 will be our selection. We'll see if we think there's anybody worth it. Puck, Makinen, Larson, Brindamore. Some good players in this draft. Obviously, some real players as well. You could argue whether or not Rubrowick would have been worth it, or Joe Aginla for that matter, but the decision was made. Obviously, it's a mix of generated dudes, some real players. But let's see who's available here with this pick. Let's see. Hey, a Latvian. Carlos Flugens. Maddox Danye. We don't know too much about him. Ethan Garden, unconfirmed, 2 years out. Ryan Brown. I have a feeling that most of these guys are medium 9. Especially like Xavier Villeneuve, or Villeneuve being there. Yeah. Again, I got a feeling most of these guys are decent enough long shots. Galyanov listed at 3 years out. That's not bad. So before we potentially waste these picks on nobody good, let's see what these second rounders are worth. What teams are willing to give up to get them. And if it's worth dealing them away. Robbie Fabry, 2/3, and Justin Brazeau. The expiring rights to Rasmus Anderson. We don't really have space for. Jake McCabe. Yeah. Max Pacioretty and O'Connor. All right. Definitely not looking too great there. Look at Clapperton with the self-insert. So, fun fact, Christopher Clapperton was a player in junior, and that is not the Clappy that people know was the community guy for NHL. So, hence the reason for Clapperton being in there. All right. Could get Ryan O'Reilly, but he's not really a fit for what we're doing here. I think we're just going to risk it with these picks. There's a chance these guys aren't going to be great, but we have a hell of a lot of draft picks. And we can just throw darts at the board, even if they're all shit. Like, whatever. I don't really care. So for our Latvian friend in chat, from the Flint Firebirds, Carlos Flugens. Let's take a Latvian. Yeah, medium 9. 65 overall, though. That's not too bad. Can't miss with that many. Bitch, watch me. Watch me. I will miss with that many. Quite a few low 4s, medium 6s. Yeah, that's to be expected. Let's see. Who else is here? We won't have like any information on the Europeans this year. 3 years out for Beckham Edwards. Marcus Ruck. Confirmed 2 years out. There's no way he's that good. Cruz Pavo. Noah McKinnon. Jesus. The names, man. Nicholas Clefbaum, Samu Engren, Radek Kaspar. You know, let's go for the 17-year-old Swede, Nicholas Clefbaum. Low 4. Yeah. Is what it is. Taker, what's up, man? Yeah, we got plenty of picks here. Ruck also had bust on him. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, we'll avoid Ruck then. Let's go for... Screw it. He's got a picture. Let's go for Ivan Galyanov right now. Why not? Low 9. Not even a low 6, but a low 9. 65 overall. Oof. Yeah, fair enough. Blind scouts. We didn't have any European scouts this year. There just wasn't anybody worth signing. We'll take Emil Ricard. Why not? Like I said, I'm willing to waste these picks and just draft dudes. Who cares? Who cares? We'll take Ryland Singh from the Guelph Storm. Low 6. Yikes. Yikes. Oscar Ahnen. Louis-Francois Ballanger. LFB. LFG. Got back-to-back picks here. Again, we got a lot of third-round picks. Ludwig Dansk. Logan Edmonston from Edmonton. Shout out to the baseball boy for the follow. Welcome in. Happy to have you here. Do we have anybody else with a picture? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Brody Gillespie as a bust. You hate to see it. I mean, you can't go wrong with a Swedish goalie, can you? Not that we need another goalie. But Oscar Ahnen, why not? Fringe starter. Okay, that's why. Jesus, we have like all the third round. Let's also take another Swede in Ludwig Dansk. Medium bottom 6. Love to see it. And let's see. Who else has a fun setup here? Let's see. Tommy Nieminen, 17-year-old Finn. Who was also medium bottom 6. Again, whatever. Whatever. We'll make the picks. Why not? You never know. Something fun might happen. Maybe. Gotch. Opie Markkinen, Kai Verkunen. I mean, we have a shitload of Swedes and Finns. Anybody else? We got a Lithuanian, for God's sakes. Anybody else with pictures? Anybody else? Doesn't look like it. Alexander Zhamnov, son of Alexei. Maybe. Yeah, nobody else with pictures, goddamn. If we do, they're way the hell down there. Not the Lithuanian, please. Let's go for Mikhal Sushi. The Sushi. Son of Radislav, maybe? Low 9. Let's see. Again, we're not going to get too much else going on here. The 18-year-old Finn, Topi Markkinen. Low 9. Dude, EA loved handing out low 9s to people this year, didn't they? Jesus Christ. Could take another Swedish goalie. Pavel Burmistra, he's 19. Let's go for Juha Tikkanen. Take another Finn. Low bottom 6. I gotta give my Finnish boys a chance, though, you know? Let's see. Who else do we have? Niko Karanen. Timofey Koltsov is an overager. We got a Hungarian. We got a Estonian. I think I said Histonian instead of Estonian. I'm going to blame being tired. If we sort by potential, Skylar Hodges, why not? Take the American. Low bottom 6. That's why. I really should just simulate the rest of these picks because it's not going well. Per Lander, overage Swede. Medium 7th. It's not like they're any better or any worse than who we were already taking. Go for Derek Johnston, another overage American. Low 4. He's one of the better guys that we've gotten in this draft. That's awesome. That's awesome. Who else do we have? Lionel Hedeken. We'll say son of Brett Hedeken. Medium 7th. Yep, that's the son of Brett Hedeken, all right. Not many people know Baltic country flags. I mean, hey. I try. Kazakhstan, number 1. Korneyev. What a name. And he's real, too, because he plays for Chicoutimi. That's awesome. All right. Jesse Bolts. I mean, it really doesn't even... Okay, let's go for meme picks at this point. Who's the tallest? Goalie Ryan Tamelin or goalie Louis Anton Danault? We'll go for Danault because huge. And then not long after that, who's the shortest? The shortest. 5'6" Braden Ryan McKay or Matt Gosselin? Braden Ryan McKay. That's a hell of a name. That's a hell of a name. All right. Who is the heaviest? Who is the heaviest? Oliver Phillips, a 6'7" center from the Erie Otters. Christ. Big boy. Oh, that's our last pick. We can't take the lightest. So yeah, this draft, obviously not much going on for us. But again, I could have flipped picks. Like, who cares, right? No big deal. No big deal. The big thing for us, of course, is the off-season development.